Hello there, everybody. Welcome. My name is Samantha Simpson. And have you been sitting down a lot? Does your back hurt? Well, turns out a lot of people are sitting down in a way that is molding their flesh so they get stuck in something called the C curve. So the C curve is what happens when your tailbone is tucked and you're leaning over. So if you're sitting in a chair, it's easy to get stuck in the C curve. Your tailbone tucks under, your heart hunches, your head is forward, you're mousing around, you're on the keyboard, and then we sit like this all day long. And then what do we do when we get done? We go home, we sit on the recliner, we lay down, and we're still in the same posture all day long. And then we wonder, why does my back hurt all the time? It's because we are forcing the fascia in the same direction. And when the fascia stays in the same place all the time, it gets stuck there. So what we're going to work on today is a way to open up the fascia. So if you think about the feeling you get first thing in the morning when you stretch out, that is the fascia that is formed while you've been in one place all night long, breaking itself open. All right? So you might get some of that sensation when we're working today. The kind of style of yoga that we're going to do, we're going to strengthen and stretch at the same time. So hold on to your horses, get a chair ready, and let's begin. We'll start off seated in a chair. Let's sit together this time. So walk yourself so you're close to the chair. I'll wait till you get your chair. Bring your weight to the front part of your feet. And then walk your legs so that they're touching the back of the chair. Cool. So the weight is in the front part of the feet. Bend the knees slightly. And then we're going to set the hips back. Think about pointing your pubic bone, that's right there, and landing that on the chair before your tailbone. Tailbone's right there. Pubic bone down, tailbone points up. Sit the hips back and touch down. Notice we landed our thighs on the chair first. My tailbone's not even touching the chair. How about yours? If you sit with your thigh bones on the chair all the time, you'll have more mobility when you sit. See, I'm not in a C curve right now, so I can reach, I can stretch, I can move, and what's more important, I can stay alert to what's going on through the day. I can be focused, cognizant, and present all day long. And I have this posture that is resilient and gives me energy all day long. So feel good in this now. Waist is long, tailbone is up, we're in our thighs, we're not sitting on our butt. And then just start to take the ribs in isolation. So glide them from side to side. And you want to think about your rib cage as something that expands in all directions. The more big you can make your ribs, the better. Think about trying to inflate space between each rib. Sway side to side, get nice and big. Your rib cage is so full that it floats up like a helium balloon. Yeah, feet stay rooted, toes stay down, float tall. Good. Reach your arms forward and out and find a tone in the arms. See if you could wrap the tone around the bone and start flapping your wings. Turning everything on and start to sway. Sweep both arms forward, bending at the elbows, and sweep the hands to the back of the head, ecstasy arms. Make sure your elbows point forwards towards your nose. They have the tendency to open wide, but what happens when they open wide is that you close off your back ribs. Notice what happens when I pull the elbows forward. I can get nice and full between the shoulder blades. That's going to help keep my rib cage buoyant all day long, and it's going to keep me from getting back pain. It's good for you. Elbows forward, back full. Bring the right hand to the outside edge of the left knee. Yeah, keep your chin lined up with your breastbone, and we're going to do a gentle twist. And you don't have to go that far. So the tendency here is to take the twist in the neck and the arm, which is really easy to do. We're more mobile there. We're not so mobile twisting right here. So let's try that. Fix your chin in line with your sternum. Commit to placing your elbow in the same direction as your nose the whole way. And then gently twist open at the waist. You don't get that far, but it works you deep inside the fascia. Replace your right hand to ecstasy. Shimmy up taller in the ribs. Let it float like a blimp. Cross left hand outside edge of right knee. And we'll do the same on the other side. Press your head back into your hand. Make your belly long, tall, and twist gently to the right. Elbow aims at the nose. Beautiful. Nice. I hope you've enjoyed sitting in your chair in a different way. Lean the arms forward. Press the paw of the foot into the earth. Lift the tailbone. Point the pubic bone towards the earth and come to standing with your belly long the whole way. Let's try that again. Sit down, hips back, pubic bone points at the chair. Touch down. Good. And on the way up, we'll keep our belly nice and long, the booty back. You can imagine that you're pressing your hands into a shelf to help push you up. And push up. Good. Notice I didn't shorten my belly when I came up. The difference would look like this. All right, let's try it again. Hips back, sit down, and stand up. Belly long, eyes up. Good job. All right, let's find a gentle sway. So toes stay down and start to glide the rib cage from side to side, letting the arms move like tendrils, gently swaying, seaweed swaying, kind of a danciness. And then you can start to add your hips to the mix. Get creative. No one's watching. No one's watching. What if I could? What if I could see you right now? I'm looking at you, and you look like you're pretty cool. Looks like you're dancing in the seaweed sway. Looks like you've got tone around the bone. Looks like you're vibrant and healthy, and you're healing your achy back. That's what it looks like to me. All right. Sit your hips back. Make your heels be light. There's not a lot of weight on that. And when your heels are light, you can feel a bounciness. Good. Reach your arms out and tone around the bone. You can check and see if you've got the tone. A lot of times we dump our elbows to point towards the ground, and then this tricep is sad. So lift your elbows up. Find a happy tone tricep. Cool. A little breathing exercise here. Keep your tailbone lifted the whole time. Keep your pubic bone pointed down. Keep your ribs like a blimp lifting up. Exhale, squat the hips back. Inhale, push your hands down to push your heart up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, push big rib cage up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, big ribs up. One more time. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, push big rib cage up. Beautiful. Take a pause here. Breathe in and exhale slower than you inhaled. That's going to switch your nervous system into a parasympathetic mode. You'll slow down your heart rate. So breathe out out, out, longer. Nice. Very good, very good, very good. So bring the feet hip distance apart. We're going to open up the side body now. Keep a bend in the knees. Keep a bouncy aspect to your posture. Hips back, the tailbone lifts up, the pubic bone drops down and back. Now lift your waist long and bring one hand, both hands behind your head. Ecstasy arms. Elbows point forward. Inhale, lift up, bow your belly. Exhale, crescent to the right. Couple pulses, keep elbows together. We're opening up the left side ribs here. See how big they get? And inhale, come back up. Take a big breath, get long and tall. And exhale, crescent to the left. Keep your head pressing back. Inhale, come back up. Seaweed sway it out. Seaweed sway it out. Moving, grooving. Side and slide in. Keeping connected to the earth with your feet, your toes. Heels are light. Buoyancy. Find a little bounce. Let's hop together. Land light. Do you have a downstairs neighbor? I do. But she doesn't know anything's going on because I'm landing like a secret. So quiet. Hop together. Land light. Hop wide. Yes. Bounce together. Beautiful. Bounce wide. No sound when you land. Make no sound when you land. Good. So we landed wide. Fill in big ribs. Bring the hands to the knees. Stick the booty out behind you. Lift the tailbone. Get full in the heart. Bring the right shoulder forward. Yeah. Stay big in the ribs. Let your tailbone fly. And come forward. Other way. Knees bent. Hips back. Twisty, twisty, twisty. That feels good. You can do this in your chair too. Float your heart up. Keep your waist long. Bring your hands. 2 headrest hands so they're back behind your head. Elbows rise. Sit your booty back. And open. Inhale. So from the side, hips go back. Waist goes long. Elbows up. Inhale, rise your ribs. Exhale, sit your hips back. Inhale, rise your ribs. Oh, even the side ribs. Exhale, hips back. Beautiful. Release the arms. Take the sway. So right now it would be helpful if you had a chair or the edge of a couch. Something to put your hands on, or a shelf even. So place your hands on the edge. Bend your knees. Make your heels light. And lift the tailbone up. So notice if it wants to tuck under here. And then maybe you need to put your hands on a higher surface. Okay? Hands down on your surface. Bend the knees. Heels light. Lift the glutes up. Pulse the legs straighter. Not locking them out, but opening up the backs of the legs. This is probably the most important movement you can do to stay healthy, for hip health, for pelvic floor health, for digestion, for elimination, for reproduction, for everything. For mobility when you're 100 years old. I know, it is super hard and it doesn't look like we're doing much. Yeah, a couple more pulses. Bend the knees, float the heart. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You did good. I saw you. You did great. You did just great. Cool. Now, you can still use your hand. We're going to do a balancing pose. You can use your hand on the chair still if you want to, or you can try to balance on your own. Sit the hips back. Put the weight in the left foot. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Keep this right knee moving up towards your midline. Sit your booty back. Lift your heart tall. Yeah, fill in. Big ribs, tall head, and pulse. 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 Cool. Good. That's enough of that. Yeah, you did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Let's do the other side. Put the weight in the right foot. Yeah. Lift the left one up. You can use a chair for balance here. I'm not mad at you for that. Narrow the knee towards the midline. Sit your booty back. Sit your booty back. Lift your ribs high. There you go. Pulse. For fun. Alrighty. There we go. Let's step wide, step wide. Swivel the heels in, do a deep squat, and then walk your hands out. Walk the knees back. Lower the knees to the floor. So the knees are a little bit behind your hips, and the hands are a little bit in front of your shoulders. Make sure you've placed your hands about as wide as your mat if you're using a mat. So the tendency here is people collapse their ribs, and I'm going to show you what a collapsed rib cage looks like. It looks like that. And it's because we forget to develop those muscles because we're sitting in the C shape all day. So in my classes, you're going to learn how to open the back body, open the front body, and have everything balanced equally, okay? So squeeze the base of your palms and then push that fullness into the back heart. There you go. You see how big I got from there? I'll show you. Look at the difference. So collapsed heart, and this is pushed fullness into the heart, okay? Keep that fullness of the heart, and then lift the tailbone. Lift the tailbone. Remember, lift your booty, just like we did before. Lift the booty. Let your pubic bone go down and back behind you. Let the tailbone lift and fly. And then let's find your big back heart again. Press the floor away. So we're doing two things at the same time. We're lifting the thoracic spine, the place I'm patting right now, and we're lifting the tailbone. So I've got a nice curvy spine right now. And it doesn't look like much, but this takes a lot. Fullness, eyes forward, neck long, and then let's pulse back and forth. Yeah. Don't pulse so back that you tuck the tail. I saw you. Keep it lifted. Keep your heart high. Pulse back and forth. Good. Now tuck the toes under. Lift the knees and then turn the knees and the toes to the left and then put your butt on the floor by your feet. Slide yourself onto your side. Very good. Good job. That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. We're on the floor now. Now, still on the floor, I want you to maintain that long aspect of the front body. So we're counteracting the C curve. So make it long. Make a deep crease in the front of your groin and stack your legs. Yeah, like a square leg. Good job. Get nice and tall from the side. You can put your hand on your side ribs and pick them up and make them tall. You're so tall on the side that a cat could walk underneath your waist. See? Ah, bigness, tallness from the side. Lateral tallness. Bring the top leg on the floor in front of the bottom. You're going to love this one. Bring both forearms to the floor. So walk that right forearm back behind you. Keep your legs exactly where they are. They don't need to go anywhere. And then a pulse here. Just a back and forth like a in the hips. It's a twist in the waist, an opening of the hips. Lift your ribs. Don't let them collapse here. Very good. All right, bring the left hand on the floor. Slip the right arm through, come to your back. Okay, and then you can shift yourself one body part at a time to your center space. Roll onto your left side. You can use your left arm as a pillow. Scoot your booty back, make your belly long. Stack your hips and your legs. Get tall on the side. Take your right ribs in your right hand and feel how big and tall they can get. So big and tall, there's a space between your waist and the floor. Cool. Take the top leg and place it on the floor in front of the bottom leg. Your legs could stay where they are for now. And then walk yourself up onto your forearms. Yeah, I knew you could do it. This is an intense twist. It is medicine for the back. And it feels really good. Nice. Place the right hand into the earth. Slip the left hand underneath that elbow to come back onto your side. And then reach your hands towards the ceiling. Roll onto your back. Walk yourself back onto your mat, one body part at a time. Bring your hands to your butt cheeks and spread them wide and pull them up. Walk your legs straight down on the floor one at a time. Give yourself a big hug with your arms. You deserve this. Spread your shoulder blades away from each other and walk your rib cage away from your hips. Your waistline is so long. Tilt your ears back gently. And then bring your arms long on the floor by your side with the palms facing up. And then start to bring some awareness in your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. And then eventually roll onto your side. And then from your side, slide to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. You did a beautiful job. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more yoga videos by me, you can search for Samantha Simpson Yoga on YouTube. You can join my Facebook group, Samantha's Bowspring Community, or you can be friends with me and follow me on Facebook. And if you feel like you need more help with a sore back or a pain in your body, and you need more intense focus, I do private virtual yoga classes, and it works wonders for people. If you're interested in that, please send me a message, DM, or email. Thank you so much. Namaste.